Good day everyone, I am Razrin Bumalao, a first-year BPA student, and we are here to conduct an interview with the higher level students in Burawin Community College. Our topic was all about global city and ethics, global migration, demography, food insecurities, and ecosystem and climate change.
I'm Pagipo Lanlan from BPA 103. So I have some question for you regarding this topic. Does the Philippines have a chance to become a global city like Tokyo, London, or New York?
Well, in my own opinion, I think that the Philippines has the potential to become a global city, especially that the Philippines has so many resources, and also the Philippines has the characteristic to become a global city.
As a Filipino citizen, how can global ethics address poverty, inequality, and justice both locally and globally?
Well, I think that the global ethics has dako iti papel when it comes to urban development at city, but I believe that it is up to us also, each and the individual of us. I think that we should respect each and everyone's culture. By this, we can promote equality for each and every one of us also, and we could have a much better Philippines if there is equality.
How effective are President Marcos' policies in addressing global issues like human rights, justice, and economic growth compared to Duterte's war on drugs? Can these efforts help the Philippines gain global recognition and leadership?
For me, in my own opinion, if we are about to compare both administration, I think that the Philippines was able to get recognition from other countries on time ni Duterte, and I think that the Marcos's administration right now faces different kinds of challenges, especially in the government right now. So para haakon dirhiya that effective kun para haakon mas effective and can President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
How effective are President Marcos' policies in addressing global issues like human rights, justice, and economic growth compared to Duterte's war on drugs? Can these efforts help the Philippines gain global recognition and leadership?
For me, in my own opinion, if we are about to compare both administration, I think that the Philippines was able to get recognition.
Hey everyone, so today I'm here now to interview about insecurity, food insecurity or pagpag. So here's the question. As a Filipino, have you ever tried pagpag? If yes, how does it taste? If not, do you think it's healthy or not?
In my experience here, I didn't have any experience in terms of eating such pagpag, and I think pagpag is not literally is not a good for our health. Why? First and foremost, it is a waste by many people or by many businesses out there. I think pagpag is considering people who are in a poverty, who are in a situation of the poor family, and I think if I grantly saying to say that pagpag doesn't define what status the economic that we have, but instead it is the priority of anyone. For example, our government are now proceeding for the governmental health issues regarding for that situation or issues. But I always believe that pagpag doesn't define that it is dirty or it is a waste by many people, but it is about how we will help each other by conquering one unites, one dreams, one goal. Thank you.
Do you think pagpag is a viable solution to address hunger in Philippines? And how does it highlight broader issues about food insecurity in the country?
Honestly, when we are saying viable solution, it is addressing people who are in a bad situation, like they don't have any access a good food or a good resource of food, which is including let's say it is highlight the broader concept of saying a food insecurity. having that kind of food, it doesn't define that it cannot be helpful in terms of our economy, but it is about people who are in a part of hunger. Starving, it's not defined. You know what? When people are starving, they have no care. Either it is good food, or it's malimpyo nga pagkaon, or either it's mahugaw. But adat ira mindset, once gutom kita, adat ira mindset nga, I want to eat something. I want to eat just to have a strength, just to have a power to be a productive individual. But I think to this issues in terms of food insecurity in our country, I think it is more crucial or vital to address this kind of issues who are in a part of in a situation, who are in a very poor family or a very poverty. Let's say those beggars, those homeless, especially they are the person who are eating pagpag and who are eating such a waste food. But I always believe that it doesn't define that they are eating pagpag, they're saying that they are dirty people, but instead they are surviving themselves to be alive and to be a productive individual in our nation and our states. Thank you.
Okay, question number 3. How can the Philippines address the ethical implications of food waste like pagpag while promoting sustainable agricultural practices, achieving sustainable development goals related to food security?
I think Philippines can address these ethical implications in terms of pagpag. I think this is various something. It is a various concept of saying a security food. Kasi when we say having one goal, it is definitely defined to one purpose. Like we must give them best resources of food, like giving taga nirahin bulig in a daily lives nira, like they can eat hin malimpyo nga pagkaon through giving them a fund, especially din aton kasi sa Pilipinas, kasi we are struggling such a poverty. We are country who is like itpagpag kasi din aton na Pilipinas it is commonly uses by many people, commonly ginkakaon it mga tawo nga mga gutom or wala na pakialamit ira kakaunon basta makakaon la. And it is mostly damo nga dait aadida nga part an urog bata ang nakakakaon. And I think as a public administration, I always believe Department of Health should make an action and to connect to the government to have a best resources of a good food and a safety food itself. Because I firmly believe that one goal, one platform that can give them a vibrant impact is allocating them through giving the best outcome, not either about the economic growth, but instead by helping, not saying na they are poor or they are struggling this composition of life. And I think kung tataga nato ni Rahim Bulig, pamaagi ha mga departmental nga mga department, like singo nato na Department of Education, Department of Education also ang mga students, kasi mostly itong nakauna pagpag uneducated people, and mostly talagang kikita ito nga da makakaunla, and they don't have no care in terms of safety or safety methods. And I think if tatagan natin hiran opportunity nga makapag-eskwela, and also mataganin opportunity nga igsulod ang platform ng DOH and Department of Health nga maging sustainable na kita, I think it would be grateful. It would be have a great impact not only for our nation but also for our economic growth.